Hello YouTubers, this is Keeping It Simple, Son with Roger Smallwood. So today we're going to talk about some of the upcoming projects that we're working on here on our channel. Lots of cool stuff, at least they are cool to me. And if you like old metal and kind of scrapping and junk, well, this is the place to look at some of the stuff we're going to do. So thanks for watching and stay tuned here to see what's going on. So right here is one of our projects. You will see some of my auction finds. These are 36-inch reel mowers, hydraulically driven, from a golf course greens mower. Now what's real cool about these is how much I paid for them and who they're made by. These are John Deere, and I couldn't beat it. The price was right. Bought these at a local auction from J Stout Auctions up in Spokane, and for the price of $15 after all of their fees, I ended up with about $600 in mower reels and parts. Now the reason I bought them is, if you look right here, are these really beefy little hydraulic motors. Each one of these reel heads has a motor on it, and I just couldn't pass them up because some of my projects I'm going to be working on are going to require having some motors. If you were to buy this motor or something similar to it, you're looking at a price of about $150 to $200 a piece, or even more. What's kind of fun about being able to recycle and repurpose things is all these other little pieces and parts that you can use. Like right here, you see a jack bolt, and when this thing was made, they even went as far as to put grease fittings on them. So yeah, lots of cool parts. And then down underneath of this was probably an even better find, as you'll see a Tommy gate. It is for the back of your pickup, lifting up heavy stuff into your truck. There's the gate down here, and then the person who built this setup put the hydraulic motor and pump assembly inside of a enclosure to keep it dry. So yeah, that was a neat find there. And what was really neat about it is nobody else wanted it, and I bought that at the same auction for $20 after fees. Also on our channel, we're going to be doing a complete makeover on this late 1800s craftsman style home. As you can see, it's probably should be pushed over if you're just looking at the outside, but when you get inside of this house, it's really amazing at how solid the floors are. The walls are straight. Yeah, it's just a solid house. Does need a roof. Definitely needs a makeover. If I don't do something soon with that, it's going to be looking like this here shed. That's, as you can see, it's got a bit of a lean to it. But nice double city lot, so the price was right. Yes, it needs work, but I seem to have a lot of time. Included in this series, we'll be fixing this mess. When it was built, they didn't continue their collar ties, and lots of poor or no maintenance. So we're going to do a simple fix on this. come back in here and connect my rafters, fix a broken rafter, and then use some of this nice material that was left here by the previous owners to give it a temporary roofing. Lots of cool stuff in here. They left a lot of stuff. And here's that old house again. As you can see, it is rough. It is definitely rough. And therein is why I have to do some temporary roof maintenance on the old garage. As you can see, this roof is shot. But it's a cool old house. I'll take you along for the ride when we start on this project. My niece and I have already been doing the plans for the interior. That's going to hopefully make better use of the 970 square foot. But the house definitely has potential. I think that's one of the deals, is if you can see potential in something, then the potential is there. The nice thing to help with this potential was the fact that just a few minutes drive from our town is Amazon has built and is almost finished with a new facility that's going to employ about 3,000 people when it's up and running. And most of the area is seeing a 10 to 15% growth, and not enough temporary housing, not enough permanent housing. So this may be one of those items that fills that bill. My subscribers remember this is my Kubota B6000. Earlier video I made, there is a build video for my loader. And now we are about 3 years after I built this loader and bucket. Still no paint on it. Still having to come up with ideas of how I want to improve it. And there's a big shout out to I Save Tractors and Norm. I've watched a bunch of his videos and he is an inspiration for sure. The most recent video you've seen, I was filling these tires with windshield washer fluid, and I'm telling you, it is an amazing difference. I managed to get 6 gallons of fluid in each tire. Water weighs about 8.5 pounds per gallon, but with the antifreeze agent, I'm guessing I'm just under 8 pounds a gallon. So you do the math, it's 40, probably 40 gallons. Let's see, 6 gallons, yeah, well, I'm not a mathematician, so we're probably at least 40 pounds per tire, maybe a little more. So yes, it definitely helps, definitely with traction, and I made this loader strong enough that it will pick up more than you probably should. And I can really highlight that for you, is if you look right here where these brackets are attached to the torque tube that connects the engine there to the transaxle here, I managed to put enough weight with that loader to break the tractor in half. Not a smart idea. As you can see by my junk I've been showing you so far in this video, I don't like throwing things away. So what I have here is an old Boland's riding mower. It runs. It needs the front tires. Right here I have a Craftsman mower that doesn't run, but it does have good tires and a good transaxle. both of these tractors run. One of them mows, one of them doesn't. They're both free. So 2 riding tractors with good running engines and one that mows, both for free. That's a good price to me. I was telling you how I broke my tractor in half, picking up things that I shouldn't. That it was not really needing to pick up. If you look at these rounds, I picked these up with my tractor and lifted them into the back of a Chevy pickup. These are, I believe, silver maple. And I'm not sure that's giving you a good idea of how heavy they are or how big they are, but I'm going to tell you that when they were green, they were probably 500 to 600 pounds each. This one I'm pointing at right now is the biggest of them, and it's probably 700 pounds. I shouldn't have been picking them up with my tractor, because even with the loader on, it only weighs 1,200 pounds. And here again we have a couple more of my mowers. This is an old white, and this is 4-wheel steering. It was a really good tractor until I let my brother use it to mow. Got a front tire, went flat, and he kept driving it, and it put enough stress on the front end that it broke the front end. So that's where it sits until I fix it. I have to say that this Cub Cadet 1050 is probably my favorite tractor, or riding mower as you would have. It is built stout, just like most every other Cub Cadet of its vintage. And again, on my good junkyard finds, I have this old Leafback. Dave over here at Applewood Mercantile had it for sale on Facebook Marketplace. $50. Didn't know if it ran or not, but here I was able to identify that it had compression. I cleaned the spark plug, cleaned up the carburetor, put gas in it, and it runs. Runs really good. I was able to do 3 yards of leaves with it in just a short amount of time. About 6 hours. Big yards, lots of leaves. Would have taken me a couple of days with a blower and a rake. Now, when you remember the earlier part of this video, I showed you that distressed house. This house is the same vintage, built about the same time frame, and was in similar condition. Actually, it was in worse condition because the walls are not straight. We went in here and repaired the walls, put in new windows. We're not done with it. We ended up doing all new siding, insulation, painted it. We still have to do the soffits. But like I said, I have a lot of projects and I need to finish some of them. But for the amount of money we put into this house, it turned out really well. And it was not a lot of money. Well, thanks for watching our little montage of future projects for my channel. If you like this video, hit that like button, share it, and tell others about us.